Okay, this is going through your preparations and the start for your CBA, which starts next Monday, the 23rd of March. So I'm assuming that we are all doing enterprise in action, but if you're doing finance or if you're doing an economic issue, the same basic process and the same start will apply. So by now, you should have named your groups. You should know who you're working with. You should know which of the three strands you're working with. And as I say, I've got an example here of enterprise in action. So that's one strand. And then you should be thinking about which particular topic or theme you're going to look at. So in enterprise in action, we'll be talking about what type of product or service you're thinking of doing investigation into the potential for. Okay, so during next week, this is week 1, you'll be doing the first part of it. So you'll be doing research analysis individually. So you're working on your own for your group to try and do some research, desk or field research, that will be relevant to the particular product or service that your group has decided to investigate the potential for. Now remember, what you are doing is you are trying to come up with the suggestion for somebody, market research or information for somebody that might guide them on if it's a good idea to bring a product to market. So you need to find out about the market, you need to find out about what people are looking for from the market and what they would want in a product if you're going to bring it out. Okay, so that's what we're going to do week 1. Now, what your teachers would have sent you out is a student support booklet. I want to go through this and talk about what you should be thinking about doing in week 1. So for my classes, I've put this in OneNote in CBA resources. The whole document is there. So CBA1, first of all, you've decided on the title. I've mentioned that already. You talk about what you already know about it, okay, and what you're looking to do. And then you need to think about, and this is what you're going to have to start off with at the beginning of the week. Divide up your roles. So what you're talking about is what research is each individual person going to do. You may decide to use the like of Microsoft Teams, or it could be that you just through phone calls or through a WhatsApp or a Snapchat group, you may decide what it is that we're all going to do, how we're going to share out the research. So week 1, we're talking about doing our researching. So after we've divided up our roles and decided what we're individually going to research, then we go off and do our research. So we'll do surveys, questionnaires, interviews, field trips. You know, with the likes of, technology, we can create a survey using Microsoft Forms through your Office 365 account and then send that out to people and start getting information back. So we can do all of that. That's what should be happening during week 1. Now, we'll leave week 2 or 3. I'll make further videos to go with that. This is what you would need to be thinking about presenting to your teacher at the end of week 1. What was our plan? What did we decide to investigate? So the particular strand, the product that we're looking to bring out, or the service looking to offer, and now what my role is, my task. So what area of research did I decide to do, and why did I think that was particularly useful? In this document as well, we've got a lot of other information. What should be happening every week? When you're doing your research, very important to detail where you got the information from, and if you think it's reliable. So if I, for example, decided to survey somebody, I might write out, the survey that I did, okay? And if I only surveyed one person, well, then you'd say reliability is not great because I only interviewed one person. If you got information from a website, you'll write out the name of the website and what you found out from the website, and then do you think that's actually reliable? Well, if it's a government-based website, they tend to be, but if it's Wikipedia, obviously it's not. So then you might say, well, I'll have to go and do a second piece of research to find out, does somebody else say that as well? And if they do, well then, great, I'm going to go and I will find that now reliable. So this document has a lot of information, and in particular, if you're going to do questionnaires, there's a guide there on how to do good questionnaires. It gives you good information. I go through that in a bit of detail to make sure that your CBA is up to scratch. So that should give you an idea of what you should be doing next week. Divide out your roles, what each person is going to do. Then each person goes off and do the research, and then we're going to need to get feedback back from the group. The teachers will need to get communication from the group. what each person has done and what the group is aiming to do for week 1. We would need that by the end of the first week